Hello. So today let's solve word problems involving systems of linear equations. So let's have the first example. Okay. The sum of two numbers is 65 and their difference is 29. What are the two numbers? So we are looking for the value of the two numbers. So the first thing that you need to do is to represent the two numbers, okay, the one that you're looking for using a variable. So you can use any letter that you like. So of course we usually use X and Y. So what I will do, I will represent X to be the larger number. Of course, we have two numbers. One of that would be larger than the other, right? And then for the other number, I will use Y. So let Y be the smaller number. Okay, so once you're done representing it using a variable, go back to the given problem and then write an equation using it. Now, there are several ways of solving this one, but since our topic is, of course, systems, so we will be using systems to solve this one. So we need to be able to produce two equations. Okay, so let's read again the first sentence, a part of the first sentence. The sum of the two numbers is 65. So it means if we add the two numbers, the answer will be 65. So the two numbers are x and y, right? So if you write that, we will have x plus y is equal to 65. Okay, so we have now one equation. Let's continue. We have, and their difference is 29. Difference is minus, right? So if we subtract the two numbers, the answer will be 29. So writing that in symbols, we will have x minus y is equal to 29. So we now have a system where you have x plus y is equal to 65 and x minus y is equal to 29. Okay, so you can use now either substitution method and elimination method to get the values of x and y. So here, I'll just use elimination method. Okay, looking at it, you can either eliminate the x or the y. Okay, so let's just eliminate the y here. So to eliminate y, you need to do addition, right? So if we add y plus a negative y, so that's 0, okay? So let's do addition for the rest of the given. So you will have x plus x, that is 2x, and then 65 plus 29, that is 94. Okay, divide both sides by 2 so that we can cancel 2 here and we only have an x. So 94 divided by 2, that is 47. So we now got the value of x, which is 47. So meaning the larger number is 47. Now let us find the smaller number. So again, you can either use the first equation or the second equation. Let's just use the first one, okay? So let's copy first. This is your first equation is equal to 65. And then let us substitute the value of x that we got, which is 47. Okay, so your x here will be 47 plus y is equal to 65. Then transpose 47 to the other side. You will have 65 minus 47. 65 minus 47 is 18. Okay. So now our final answer, the two numbers are 18, and 47. Okay. Okay, let's have the second one. The sum of the digits of a two-digit number is 12. If we interchange the digits in the number, we obtain a number that is 18 more than the original number. Find the original number. Okay. So we are looking here for the two digits. So we are going to represent these digits using variables. Okay. So if we have two digits, right? Like this one. So examples of two digits, 29, 62, 64. As long as there's two numbers, that is a two-digit number, right? So if you have a two-digit numbers, okay, so we need to represent those number using two different variables. So we can use, for example, let's say this one is x and this is y. So for us to describe these two numbers, let's use their place value. So let's recall that this place value is at ones and this is on the tens place value. Okay, so let's write a representation for that. So we let x be the digit on the tens place value. And then we can let y be the digit on the ones place value. Okay, so now that we got the representation, we can write equations. So let's go back and read again the given problem. So the first sentence says the sum of the digits of a two-digit number is 12. So if we add, sum is add, so if we add the digits, okay, we'll get 12. So we can write that in symbols as x plus y is equal to 12. So this is your first equation. Okay, now let's write another equation. Let's continue reading. Let's have the second sentence. If we interchange the digits in the number, we obtain a number that is 18 more than the original number. So we have here, this is your original number, okay, the xy, right? That's how we represent them. So if we interchange them, the new number will be yx, right? Okay, if we interchange, let me write it. If we interchange them, okay, we will have yx, although we're looking for the original number. So just to represent this, the second sentence. So now, how are we going to write it in mathematical sentence? So if we interchange the digits in the number, we obtain a number that is 18 more than the original number. So since we are talking here about the value of the number, okay, not the digits itself, but the value of the whole two-digit number, we need to write the digits to its expanded form so that we can write an equation out of it. So how do we write a number to its expanded form? So you learned this one on your primary. So let's have an example, a real digit. For example, you are given 62, right? If we write this in expanded form, this is equal to 60 plus 2. Okay? Of course, this is the reason for this, of course, is this place value, right? So whatever is on your tens value, you need to multiply it by 10. That's why you have a 60. And the one on your ones place value, we multiply it by 1. Okay, so if we will follow the same technique, we can write xy here. Okay, so its expanded form will be, again, the 1 on the tens value. Of course, we need to multiply by 10. And the 1 on your one's value, one's place value, we multiply it by 1. Or just no need to multiply at all, right? So this one will be equal to 10x, oops, 10x plus y. So this is our original number on its expanded form. So now, interchanging the number, we have yx. So if we write this in expanded form, this would be 10y plus x. So let's erase this one under. We might mix up. This is not the real number we are looking for. Okay. Now, let's use this one to write an equation based from the second sentence. So if we interchange the digits in the number, so the interchange one is 10y plus x, right? So 10y, let's write it here, 10y plus x. So if we interchange the digits in the number, this one, we obtain a number that is, we obtained that a number that is 18 more than the original number. So 18 more than the original number. So if your original number is 10x plus y, 18 more than that, how do we write that? So you will have 10x plus y, the original number, plus 18. Okay, again, 18 more than the original number. That's why you have 10x plus y plus 18. Okay, so this is your second equation. But let's simplify and combine like terms. Okay, so you have here, let's move everything on the left side then. So you will have 10y plus x minus 10x. So let's just move this to the left side, minus y. Then let's leave the constant on the right side, is equal to 18. So combine like terms, you will have 10y minus y, that is 9y. And then you have x minus 10x is negative 9x, is equal to 18. So this is your second equation. Okay, so this time I will use substitution. Okay, so since the first equation is simpler, let's rewrite this one. So we can just rewrite it solving for x. So you will have x is equal to 12 minus y. Okay, so we will substitute your equation number 1 to your equation number 2. Or should we represent this one using another equation? Let's write it as equation number 3. So substitute 3 to equation number 2. So let's do that one. You have 9y minus 9x is equal to 18. So your x is 12 minus y from equation number 3. So you will have 12 minus y is equal to 18. Let's put a certain line here to separate them. Okay. So we will have here 9y. So distribute negative 9. Negative 9 times 12 is negative 108. Next, negative 9 times a negative y is positive 9y is equal to 18. Okay, let's continue here. So let's combine like terms. You have 9y and a 9y, so that is 18y. So Next, you have negative 108. So let's transpose that to the other side. You will have 18 plus 108. So 18 plus 108, that is 126. So divide both sides by 18. So we can cancel out 18 here. And 126 divided by 18, that is y, is equal to 7. So we got the value of y. Let's get the value of x. So your x is 12 minus y. So let's still show that, even if we can do mental maths with that. So 12 minus y, or 12 minus 7, that is equal to 5. So your x is equal to 5. Now you are asked for the original number. So remember, your original number is x, y. So your final answer, so the original number, do not interchange the digits. The original number is x first, 57. Okay, that's it. Okay, let's have the third one. So we have here an age word problem. Okay, so in 5 years' time, John's father will be 3 times as old as John. 4 years ago, his father was 6 times as old as him. Find their present ages. So as you can notice here, we are given three main timelines. Okay, we have in 5 years. This is a different color. Okay, so we have in 5 years, and then we have 4 years ago, and then we are looking for their present ages. Okay, and we have two person involved, John and his father. Okay, so let's make the representation. So for a problem like this, I usually use a table to make the representation. So let's make one. So we have here, okay, so again, we're talking about two person here, John and his father. Okay, and we have three main timelines. We have 4 years ago, right? So let's have here 4 years ago. And then we have the present. Let's add one more. And then we have in 5 years time, or after 5 years. Okay, so let's start representing them. So let's start with the present. Okay, so let's represent the age of John as X, and then for his father, let's use Y. So from this, let's write their age 4 years ago. So 4 years ago, so if their present age is X, so 4 years ago, this will be X minus 4, right? And then for his father would be the same thing, Y minus 4. Okay. Next, in 5 years, meaning after 5 years, so that is plus 5, right, from their present age. So you will have X plus 5, and then for his father, y plus 5. Okay, so we're done with the representation here. Let's write equations. Okay, let's have the first sentence. In 5 years' time. Okay, so we are talking about this part. John's father will be 3 times as old as John. So the age of John's father in 5 years is y plus 5. Okay, so John's father will be 3 times as old as John. So 3 times as old as John, that is 3 times John's age is x plus 5. Okay, so that's the first equation there. Let's simplify it later. Next, let's continue. Let's have the second sentence. 4 years ago. So this time, we're talking about this. Okay. His father was 6 times as old as him. So his father's age 4 years ago is y minus 4. So let's write that. Y minus 4. Okay. His father was 6 times as old as him, as old as John. So 6 times the age of John, which is x minus 4. Okay, so we now have two equations, but let's simplify them first before we put them in a system. So this would be, let's have the first one. So y plus 5 is equal to distribute 3 times x, so that is 3x. 3 times 5, that is 15. Okay, let's put the constant on the right side. So this would be y transpose 3x minus 3x is equal to 15 transpose 5. That would be minus 5. So y minus 3x is equal to 10. Next, let's have this one, second equation. So same thing. Let's simplify. Y minus 4 distribute 6. So this would be 6x minus 6 times negative 4. That is negative 24. So same thing. Let's put the constant on the right side. So we will have y transpose 6x. This would be minus 6x is equal to negative 24. Transpose negative 4 to the right. That would be plus 4. So you have y minus 6x is equal to negative 24 plus 4 is negative 20. Okay. Now, this is we have two equations. This is our first equation, and this is our second equation. Okay. So, this time I will use elimination method. So, you can try also using substitution if you want to. Okay. So, let's write them. We have y minus 3x is equal to 10. This is your first equation. Your second equation, y minus 6x is equal to negative 20. So it's easier to eliminate your y. For you to eliminate your y, you need to use subtraction. Okay, so let's minus. Y minus y is 0, of course. Next, negative 3x minus a negative 6x, so that is negative 3x plus 6x, which is equal to 3x. Next, 10 minus a negative 20, that is 10 plus 20, which is 30. Okay, then divide both sides by 3 so that we can get the value of your x, which is 10. So the present age of John is 10. Okay, now to solve for his father's age. Okay, so we can use the first or the second. Let's use the first equation. So substitute substitute x is equal to 10 to your first equation. So let's do that. You have y minus 3x is equal to 10. Change or substitute 10 to x. So this is 3 times 10 here is equal to 10. So this is y. 3 times 10 is 30 is equal to 10. So your y is equal to 10 plus 30 or 40. So what's your final answer? We don't have much space left, but I think we can just put it here. So this is the father's age. And then John's age is this one. Okay, supposed to write a sentence for it, but we don't have enough space. Okay. Okay, let's have the next one, fourth one. There are some chickens and pigs on a farm. Given that the animals have a total of 105 heads and 252 legs, how many more chickens than pigs are there? Okay. Now, from this problem, we are only given the total number of heads and legs. Okay, and we are looking for, we need to find first the number of chickens and pigs, and then we need to do subtraction for us to be able to know how many more chickens we have than pigs. So I will again use a table, okay, to make the representation. So again, we are only given the total number of heads, okay. So it means when we say total number of heads, it's just the same as saying the total number of animals, right? We only have one head per animal, okay. And then we are also given the total number of legs, which is 252. Okay, so we are looking for the number of chickens and pigs. Okay, so we can represent them again by using variables. So x and y. Okay, so use any letter that you like if you're getting tired of x and y. Okay, number of legs per animal. So for chicken, we only have 2 legs per animal, right? And then for pigs, we have, of course, 4. So if you want to know the total number of legs, okay, so just multiply the number of heads or the number of animals times the number of legs per animal. So this one will be 2x. And then for pigs, we have y times 4 is 4y. Okay, so here we can produce two equations. So as you can see, we have here the total number of heads. So if we add the number of chickens plus the number of pigs, that should be equal to 105. Same thing with the total number of legs. So if there are 2x number of legs of chicken plus 4y number of legs of pigs, that should be equal to 252. So let's have that equation then. Let's write those equations. So we'll have your first equation, x plus y is equal to 105. And then 2x plus 4y is equal to 252. So I will again use elimination here. So do the method that you like. So I will multiply 2 to my first equation so that I can eliminate the x. So here I'll multiply 2. So let's do that. So 2 times x, so that is 2x plus 2 times y is 2y. And then 2 times 105, that is 210. Okay? And then for the second equation, let's just copy that. We will have 2x plus 4y is equal to 252. Okay, so we can just do subtraction, okay, so that we can eliminate your x here. 2x minus 2x is 0, right? So next, do subtraction for the rest of the terms. So you have 2y minus 4y, so that is negative 2y. Or you can interchange your first and second equation so that you won't have the negatives. Okay? Anyway, just the same thing. 210 minus 252, that is negative 42. Divide divide both sides by negative 2. Okay? So your y is 21. So remember, from our representation, we use y for the number of pigs. So there are 21 pigs there. Okay, now let us find the number of chickens. Okay, so of course it's easier to substitute it using the first equation, x plus y is equal to 105. So let's do that one. So you have x plus y is equal to 105. So substitute 21 there. You will have x plus 21 is equal to 105. So x is equal to 105 minus 21, and that is 84. So x, based from our representation, is the number of chickens. So there are 84 chickens there. Okay, but we're not done yet because we are asked to find, let's see, how many more chickens than pigs are there. So we need to do subtraction to find our final answer. So if we subtract, so we will do x minus y. So 84 minus 21. So that is 63. So our final answer is that there are 63 more chickens than pigs. Okay. Okay, let's have the last one. So Mark invested a total of 65,000 baht in two different mutual funds. The average annual interest of mutual fund A is 6%, while that of mutual fund B is 5.5%. If the amount of interest he earned from both mutual fund is 3,800 baht a year, how much money did he invest in each mutual fund? Okay, so we are looking for how much investment did Mark have for mutual fund A and B. Okay, so I will use again a table to make the representation here. So let's fill in the given information from the problem. So we have here that the total investment is 65,000 baht. Okay, so this one. So for the two mutual fund, we have 65,000 baht. Okay, and then we also have the interest rate. So for mutual fund A, we have 6%. So this is 6%. So for our solution that you'll see later, we will use the decimal form for our rate of interest. So let's change it to decimal. So this is 0.06. Okay. Then next for mutual fund B, we have 5.5%. So this is 5.5%, or in decimal is 0.055. Okay, next, we are also given the total amount of interest for both mutual funds, which is 3,800 baht. Okay. Okay. Now we don't know how much is invested for the mutual fund A and for the mutual fund B. So that's what we will have our variables. So for mutual fund A, let's use X. And then for mutual fund B, let's use Y. So to get the interest earned for mutual fund A, all you need to do is to multiply your amount invested by its rate. So if we do that one, that is X times 0.06 or 0.06x. Okay, so same thing with mutual fund B. So you will have Y times 0.055 or 0.055y. Okay, the same thing as the previous example. We can produce two equations here. Okay, so since we have the total amount invested, so we can just add X and Y, and that should be equal to 65,000, and that would be our first equation. So let's write that. So we'll have X plus Y is equal to 65,000. Okay, same thing here with our interest. If we add the interest earned from mutual fund A plus the interest earned from mutual fund B, that should be equal to 3,800. So let's write our second equation. 0.06x plus 0.055y is equal to 3,800. So for this problem, I'll use, let's try substitution. Okay, so let's rewrite the first one, the first equation, solving for, let's see, for x. Let's do solving for x. Okay. Anyway, it's also okay if you do for y. Their coefficients are both 1. So if you rewrite this one, this is the same as x is equal to 65,000 minus y. Okay, so let's mark this one as yours. So the first equation, this is your second equation. So substitute 1 to your second equation. Okay, so I'll copy your second equation, which is 0.06x plus 0.055y is equal to 3,800. Okay, then let's do the substitution. So we will change the x to 65,000 minus y. So we will have here 0.06 and then substitute 65,000 minus y. Okay, then continue. Copy the rest. 0.055 y is equal to 3,800. Now multiply 0.06 to all the terms inside your parentheses. So 0.06 times 65,000, that is 3,900. Next, 0.06 times negative y, that is minus 0.06y. Okay, then copy the rest plus 0.055y is equal to 3,800. Okay, let's combine like terms. So we will have negative 0.06, this one, plus 0.055. So that is equal to negative 0.005y. And then let's transpose 3,900 to the other side. So this is 3,800 minus 3,900. Okay, so we will have negative 0.005y is equal to 3,800 minus 3,900 is negative 100. If we divide both sides by negative 0.0055, so you will get 20,000 baht. Okay, because our unit is baht. It's a Thai money. Okay, so for mutual fund B, okay, he invested 20,000 baht. So for us to get how much he invested for mutual fund A, so we will just substitute it to our first equation. So we have, let's put some line. So we have x is equal to 65,000 minus 20,000. So our x is equal to 45,000 baht. Okay, so for mutual fund A, so this one is invested. I can't write a sentence anymore for the final answer. We don't have space anymore. So he invested 45,000 baht for mutual fund A and 20,000 baht for mutual fund B. Okay. So that's it for this video. I hope it helps you answer some of your word problems involving linear systems. Second, thank you.